Welcome to Blooming Dandelion, where we explore healing, growing, and evolving to live a balanced and fulfilling life. I'm your host, Andrea Rivera Cazul, and each week we'll dive into practical tips, inspiring stories, and expert advice to help you bloom. Let's get started.
Good morning. We are dedicating time to working out, and today is just a walk in Coro El Morro. I mean, look at this view. I'm really excited, and honestly, it's a privilege to be able to work around here. It's been a long time since I've come to El Morro. I pass it all the time, but honestly, El Morro is a place that I haven't visited since I probably got engaged. And I know that the first episode of the podcast was all about giving a date, a new meaning. And I wanted to kind of do that with locations too. So today, even though it's not a fear, maybe it's more of a trigger, today I'm conquering a trigger or changing the definition of a location because I love this place too much for it to be triggering for me. I love this place too much for it to hold pain and resentment. And so I wanted to make sure that I did something that was empowering for me, that was something that gave me meaning. And I think my transition to Puerto Rico has been all about that, giving new meanings to new experiences and truly loving on me. And I mean, how can I not give meaning to this location? How can I not change my perspective? I think, if I'm not mistaken, I got engaged back in 2016, maybe 2017. We were engaged for a year, and we got engaged a little bit lower than where I'm at right now, but they're closed down because of high tide. But you can see it from here. Right there, you would walk down, and there's a view from the ocean side. At the time, yes, it was nice. It was romantic. But I think the planning of the wedding, knowing who I was going to marry and everything, I think changed a lot of things once I got into the rhythm of wedding planning and everything. So I'm working out. We're changing the perspective. We're feeling empowered and feeling like ourselves. I look good and I feel good. And 2025 is all about that. It's changing perspective. It's making sure that you feel worthy, that you feel seen, that you are in a place that makes you feel good. I don't want to be in a place where I'm stuck hating myself, or I'm in a revolving door where I keep on trying to get out, but I'm stuck. And that's not going to happen. I'm changing my perspective. It's March. I believe it's March 28th, if I'm not mistaken, and we're still 3 months in. We can change our perspective. We can change and learn from our experiences. Let's not let these experiences be anchors in our way, because I know that having an anchor to pull you down can be good, but if it's a negative anchor, you're going to soak there and stay there and just never grow. And we are all about growth, about learning, and I know there's something good in our story that's coming along. We look at it and we feel good always. We're not letting limits be put in our way, because we are much bigger and better than any limit that is out there or set upon us, okay? I know that it's hard right now. I know that you want to give up. And let me tell you, I'm talking to you like this, but I have been wanting to give up. I have been crying my eyes out because things get difficult. It happens to all of us. It does. So I promise you, if I'm here and I'm at my lowest point and I can still get through this, you can too. So we're not going to give up. We're going to keep on working on us and looking good and feeling good. Again, the scale doesn't matter. Somebody else being proud of you doesn't matter, okay? You have to be good with yourself. You have to be good with who you are. You have to be comfortable in your own skin, in the person that you are, and the quality of human that you are. So as long as you meet those goals for yourself, nothing else matters, okay? As someone who is stepping into their self-love journey continuously, and now more than ever into my main character energy, I want to give you at least 10 ways that you can start focusing on yourself and prioritizing yourself. Number one is sometimes the most obvious, but I think we sometimes forget how empowering that is to have a journal. Write down your feelings, write down your emotions. The last 3 weeks, I have been having breakdowns, crying, and just wondering what the fuck is happening with my life. And let me tell you, I wrote about those bad days, day of, and I'm reading them back and I'm like, you're fucking dramatic. So having a journal that you can go back and read everything that's going on, really meditate on, is something going on? Is there something that you should be concerned about? That you should seek therapy? That you should seek anything? Is really, really important and crucial. So get yourself a journal, something that will motivate you to write, whether that's putting an alarm on your phone or putting it on your calendar, that you have something set aside to write, because that's important. So the next 2 goals, well, number 2, number 3, is that we are going to set intentional goals. Not only physical ones, but intentional ones, because I think intentional ones are much better than saying, oh, I'm gonna lose 80 pounds in 3 months. Come on, let's be realistic. But intentional ones really will let you focus on what it is that you have to do and what things will be achievable for you, that'll make you feel good. So with those intentional goals, the number 3 is romanticizing your life. My intentional goal is just to move my body more, to make sure that I give it energy, to give it strength. And that's for me walking, that's for me going to the gym. But also, why not do it both at the same time? Romanticize your life. Look at the views around you. What can you do that'll make you feel good, that your normal mundane life, I work here, I work around here. So being able to romanticize this area and know that I can have fun and enjoy the views, the scenery, and not just only coin it up to work, that's important. So number 2 and number 3 go hand in hand. You gotta have a good playlist. You gotta have a main character energy playlist. You gotta feel the vibes all day, every day. And what better way than music? Okay? Music is healing. It gives you energy. It makes you focus on whatever feelings you're feeling. So put on some good music, whether that's headed back to the 90s, whether that's an album, whatever the music is. You need to focus on something that'll make you feel good, that'll pump you up. And if it's a going out playlist, you better play it. Or if it's your workout playlist, play it. If it's something that gets you in your emotions to make you feel like the main character, play it. The main thing is play whatever music will set you in the groove and in the rhythm of things. So the 5th one is always so difficult for everyone, because it's talking to us or speaking to ourselves kindly. We're our worst critics. We're always in our heads about ourselves, about being perfect, about being up to someone else's standards. If you don't have standards for yourself, then why are you trying to compare yourself to someone else's standards? Why are we trying to achieve someone else's goals if those are not your goals? If it's not making you happy, giving you energy, giving you positivity, giving you life, then it's not meant for you. So speak to yourself kindly, whether that's physical, whether that is mentally, whatever it is. Stand in front of a mirror, post a cute pic that you weren't gonna post, but post it anyways. Whatever makes you feel good is what's going to be a goal for you. But overall, it's just speaking kindly to yourself. You need to ultimately make sure that the way that you speak to yourself is the way that you speak about your friends, about other people. And if you wouldn't speak like that to them, then it's time to change that perspective of yourself. The next one that I want you to focus on is prioritizing your boundaries. Boundaries can be scary. They can be tough to implement. Boundaries can be uncomfortable because we've let things go for so long. So the easiest way, or maybe most comfortable way, is for you to sit down and in that self-love journal, you're going to write down things that drain you, things that fuel you. The things that drain you, it's time to have a hard look at yourself and a hard look at those people that may be on that list that drain us. And what's the reason behind it? And it doesn't mean that the person is bad. It doesn't mean that they're evil, that they're mean, that they're the worst person alive. But it just means that you need to have a hard conversation with them and talk about the things that are draining you from them. Or even if it's reciprocated, right? You could be the person that's draining them. But it's having an honest conversation about that. All right, y'all. So number 7 is that we are going to celebrate every win and every goal that we achieve, even if it's big or small. So if it is that you woke up and you were able to do your bed, if it's that you were able to cook a meal prep, if you were able to walk more than you did yesterday, if it is that you were able to do a really hard workout, amazing. Or even if it is that you spoke up for yourself, that you put a stop to controlling behaviors, or you were able to write in your journal, whatever the case may be. We are celebrating everything. We celebrate ourselves every day, no matter how big or small. You woke up, you were able to do the things that you put yourself as goals, and we are going to achieve every single one of them. And you're going to celebrate. And you celebrate by adding a new goal, a harder goal, a more attainable goal. Whatever the case may be, you're doing the damn thing, and no one can tell you otherwise. Like I mentioned earlier, in our intentional goals, number 8 is all about moving our body. And we move our body not out of punishment, but out of enjoyment. Because we look good and we feel good. We look good in what we wear. We feel good in what we wear. But most importantly, we move our bodies because it's fun. It's exciting to put on rollerblades, to go and walk, to see new scenes. Me being out here and walking around Old San Juan, I'm learning a lot of things that have changed throughout the years. It's been over, I want to say 10 years that I have physically lived here, and more than anything, maybe 14 years, because when I left for college, there was very little time that I spent out here. So 14 years, and things have changed drastically. There's new things, there's new companies, there's new everything. And if we romanticize our life, like I said earlier, and we move our bodies out of enjoyment, not punishment, you'll get to learn what's out here. Number 9 is so important because we live in an era where we consume so much social media. So number 9 is make sure that you are following empowering content. Make sure that what you are visually watching is making you feel good. Because if it's not, and it's no longer serving you, unfollow, block. No need to continue looking for that stuff up. Things will change. Your perspective as you keep on learning, you grow, you expand your horizon on things that were possible for you, on things that made you feel good before, maybe no longer makes you feel good now. And that's okay. We let go of those things. We let go of toxicity. We let go of the things that made us feel small. And we make sure that we move on to content that makes us feel powerful, empowered, that makes us feel good about ourselves without questioning our value or our worth or even our size of our bodies. So, unblock, unfollow, or block, follow, unfollow, all that stuff. Unfollow and block. That's what we need to do. Do it. Last, but certainly not least, number 10 is probably the best one. It's also one that I've already talked about. But number 10, give yourself the ability to evolve. Give yourself permission to evolve. Give yourself permission to grow from the version that you last knew about yourself. Give yourself that permission, and I promise you will be free. You will become the best version of yourself. And by doing that, you have to learn, you have to read, you have to grow. And you can do that. I promise. I love you. I'm so proud of you. But remember that you have to be proud of yourself.
Thanks for tuning in to Blooming Dandelion. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Follow us on social media on Instagram at Blooming Dandelion Podcast for more inspiration. And remember to keep on blooming. See you next time, dandelions.